Hello, I'm Shreya, member of Humans of EV. I welcome you to this webinar. Let me start with telling you a little about Humans of EV. Humans of EV is a closed community with open arms. We want to bring together all members of EV chain and make EV easier for all. Basically, our main motive is to bridge the knowledge gap and create a community to help EV adoption easier and bring new innovations. We here aim to create an EV ecosystem to benefit everyone. Today, I have with us Dr. Lailt Singh. He is the
Yeah,
Chief Growth Officer at TelioEv, a green tech evangelist, EV enthusiast, comes with an experience of 17 years in sales and marketing, worked with companies like Estrot and United Healthcare. Hi, Lalit. Please accept
hi,
a
Shreya.
warm welcome. So,
Yeah, thank you. Thanks a lot. Yeah.
we are very optimistic about the EV industry and we are looking at some great innovations in it every day. So here we will discuss about the charging station business. So let's not waste our time. Okay, I have some questions regarding it. Lalit, can you please enlighten us with your thoughts on them? Starting with,
Okay. Yeah.
okay, let's starting with question. What are some key factors that are required to set up a charging station business? And what are the basic things that are required to for scaling it?
Okay. So before I directly jump into the question, I would like to congratulate you all for coming up with this beautiful idea of humans of EV, and this is something a very good initiative, I'll say, because market needs the ecosystem, I'll say, needs a lot of awareness and education is required. So thanks for this and congratulations to you all for coming up with this community humans of EV, and thanks for your warm welcome, Shreya. So now directly coming to your question that as you asked, what are the key factors to set up a charging station business for scaling.
Yes.
So the first thing, let's take the first thing first. It is the location that matters a lot. So it is something that I'll say it is very critical, as in when anyone is planning for a charging station, he should first think of that what location he is going for. Okay, then is the requirement depends upon the feasibility of the site, then number of charging piles, type of EVs to be charged, and other activities at the site. It is that one has to think of. Then I am talking more on that. Then it is like I'll tell that it is a manpower. It is mostly a online business. So most of the good charging infra OEMs provide a complete solution, like it is an equipment, software plus mobile app. Hence, a good setup of charging station is unmanned. So that is again a beauty of this business. Then from a payment collection to bill generation, everything is done online.
Yes.
So yep. So
Yes.
I hope I tried to answer your question. So, and
Yes.
as I said, the location matters a lot. If you are going to, if even anyone thinks of this is one thing beauty of the business. I told you that how the this location is or how the business is all about. But
Hmm.
while finalizing the location specifically, there are few things that I always emphasize upon that it is. Uh, the usage, it should be like it can be your parking stations, it can be office, it can be your coffee houses, it can be a restaurant, it can be hotels. It is the best feasible places for charging location, because it as and when, if I am a human being and if I come with my family and I think of, okay, where should I go and get my vehicle charged? So I'll always think of, okay, can if my vehicle is in charge, so why not I should and how I'm going to spare my time, I'm going to utilize that time. So
Yes.
that time is the first choice comes to you. Even if I ask that the younger generation like you, where you all will want to go there
Yes.
for a charging, your answer will be something near to a coffee shop.
Yes. True.
If you get an charging station there, it is your first choice for younger generation will be a coffee shop. So
Yes.
that is a kind of a location that everyone has to think of. There are now a lot of things are coming up as in location. So and even government is also planning for coming in. That it should be on a highway so that it is there. So if anyone has a land near to highway, then again it becomes a good location for a charging station.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Lalit, for that answer. I just really want to know what do you think uh, my team should team should be for scaling this kind of a business? Do we require people from marketing, software, hardware, mechanics, etc. for it?
Okay, so I think that I answered your this question in the earlier question as also I told like that. See, this business is a lean kind of a business.
Yes.
That's the beauty of this business because it is not a bulky size business that you need not to come up with a team of 30, 40, then you plan of then to have a charging station. Like I'll not compare with the other business like but if you we all have seen that if anyone plans for any of the petrol stations or anything, then you
Mm,
have to come up with 6 to 7 workers or associates who will be helping into we all have seen then in petrol stations. If anyone comes up with a petrol station, you see that at least 10 to 15 minimum manpower is required. But the again I'll say the beauty of this business is that it's quick, that it's everything is online, no requirement of anyone. Because the only yes only one requirement which comes to my mind is the security of this. So I think only one person can be there at a station, and rest, because it is a completely online business, it is end-to-end solution is being provided. You can you go to the station, you charge, you can book the station, and
mm,
everything is there in that. So that doesn't requires any human intervention actually. So it is a relationship between infra hardware and the user that goes. That's it. So no one is required. Very lean team is required if anyone thinks of to come up with this charging station.
okay. So thank you. According to you, so we don't require much of a human resource for
Yes,
this.
it's a
Cost
completely a
friendly.
lean management. It's a
Yeah.
completely a lean management kind of a thing that since it's online, it's everything is even it's a kind of an end-to-end solution.
Hmm.
So the human intervention is least, so much
Hmm.
of manpower is not required in this.
Okay.
So it becomes very easy to scale. Anyone can think of to come up with this charging station because it doesn't cost much
Hmm.
also.
So Lalit, I'm very curious about the criteria for recognizing that my business is running good, and when should we consider starting scaling it?
Okay, so here my advice to you is that to install enough charging points and lower your customers' anxiety, because most of the EV drivers experience the most anxiety and stress when having to queue for a charger.
Hmm.
So when developing a Camp Power solutions, our engineer they come up with the idea of optimizing, and that the points would be independent of the charging power. The Camp Power S series charging solutions offer a relatively, it's a, I'll say it's a inexpensive way to match the number of charging points. So ideally what I'll say that the more number of charging stations you have, that the more number of anxiety of your user will be there. And at last you will say a happy thank note coming from your customer itself.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, Lalit, you're working in the EV industry. So, according to you, what are some of the out of the box measurement a person can take for scaling this business?
Okay, so like if you see the number of electric cars is increasing rapidly, and so the demand of charging infrastructure is also coming up. If we the way we are seeing evolving the market, if you say there is a huge demand
Hmm.
by 2030, since after the summit that had in
Yeah.
Paris. So we said that okay, will we as in India will be reducing the carbon
Hmm.
footprints by 30%. So when we say that 30%, that becomes up with lot of business, it brings a lot of business value also with the, while
Hmm.
reducing it. So there will be a lot more of electric vehicles in the market. Then even the study says that in by 2030 there will be a huge demand of it's near to uh, 39 lakhs chargers will also be required to fulfill that demand.
Hmm.
So the
Hmm.
good strategy for it will be that it is like uh, so it should be like busy locations like
Hmm.
if anyone has to think of, so busy locations like roadside charging hubs on the
Hmm.
highway, and
Hmm.
naturally they need a high power. Then we need to analyze the typical charging power from the number of charging points and how long the EV drivers will stay to your
Hmm.
location. So
Hmm.
all these things has to be there. Then and a good strategy also comes with the matching power and demand is to
Hmm.
start with charger that are half full. So one Campower series charging power unit is designed for say for 400 kilowatt,
Hmm.
but but we can first make it 300 kilowatt or less and upgrade the power later with the demand increases.
Hmm.
So this is how. So there are, see, it is a business requirement is there to match the business requirement. Since we all are going, will be anyone who is investing into the business, so he should understand all these things. So it will definitely the power supply and all the things. So it
Hmm.
will help him to develop the business more the more fast, and his business will always be into the scalable model if he'll understand what are the things required to do this business. So the power is going to be one of the major factor here.
Effective. Hmm. Okay, Lalit, you must have heard about Elon Musk, right? Uh,
Yeah.
so,
Everyone knows
do
him.
you think he has changed the face of EV in the entire world? What are your thoughts on his work? And do you have any person or company in mind who is doing similar kind of work?
So the future is of EV and Elon Musk was the one who really triggered it. He was the
Hmm.
one. So the reason everybody like Wall Street, car users, the government love Musk and Tesla is because they combine good engineering with the vision of future. So
Hmm.
nothing is sacrosanct here. So disruption of old legacy is the way forward, and growth is at lightning speed.
Hmm.
So, but the I'll here put a quote that even if Tesla was somehow to collapse next year, Musk would have transformed one of the world's most important industry in a way that could have profound implications of government investors and for the climate.
Yes,
So
well
that's
said.
how it makes sense.
Okay, where do you see the future of the charging station business?
Okay, so as I said earlier also, so this in near future after this after summit of 2015 and the way the government of India is projecting, not only government of India, if you see the global market has also changed, but typically talking about the Indian market, it is near to 20 this by 2030 there since we promised to reduce the global footprint, so a lot of demands is there. So it is near to 40, I'll say 39,000 to 40,000 charger, 39 lakh, sorry, it is in lakhs. So the chargers will be required by 2030 in this field. So
Hmm.
if, and not only here, as I said, in global market, it is EV charger ratio. If we see in the global market, it is, so ratio is 6 both for China and the Netherlands and
Hmm.
19 for the US, while
Hmm.
it stands 135 for India. So it
Hmm.
means there is one charger per 135
Hmm.
EVs in India compared to 6 in China. So there is a huge demand coming in to fulfill the this requirement.
Okay, so it's going to be really good. That is what you imply.
Yes, and that's how we are also into this business.
Okay, okay. Thank you so much for giving us your time, Lilith. I hope everybody would be joining our community, and I hope you enjoyed answering those questions.
Yeah, thank you. It was a wonderful talking to you, and all the best to you and your community. Okay, so
Thank you so
I'll pray to God that more and more number of people should join your community, and and you all bring more and more awareness to this market that which currently which is really required. And thanks to you and your team. Thanks.
Thank you, Lilith. Thank you so much. Thank you again.
Enjoy your day. Bye.
Thank you.